Hello, somebodies. We are the Nobodies. What are we doing here today?
Today we are talking to the great band Hammerhedd with Eli and Henry, the guitarist and drummer of the band. What's going on, guys?
Not much. How about you guys?
We're excited to have you. You know, we've been following you guys. We love, where you started and where you are today. So we're super excited about asking you a whole bunch of other questions that maybe people haven't heard yet.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
So, first things first, introduce yourselves. Let the people at home know who you are.
Well, I'm Henry, guitarist, and I sing. And I'll introduce Abe. He's not here. Abe plays bass. And I'm Eli. I'm the drummer.
All right. Well, how are you guys doing today? So the first question we're going to ask you is, how did you all choose your instruments that you play today?
That was around kind of a weird story. The Eli and Abe kind of always just played drums on like they'd makeshift drum sets out of, blocks and stuff that kids use. And so they both kind of picked up drums, and then Eli kind of took it over as Abe and I got a guitar and a bass for Christmas one year. And I just kind of picked up guitar because my dad is a guitar player too. So I, wanted to be like him. And Abe got stuck on bass, but I'd say now he's more of a, he loves bass now, and he's a keyboard player too. Piano, keyboard. He's into everything.
Has he used much keyboard in the songs? Or has it been mainly doing bass for the band?
Not up until now. I'd say not even on our new album coming up. There's some synth and keyboard stuff, but going forward, there's going to be a lot. I can promise a lot of keyboard and synth, all that type of stuff.
Looking forward to it. I've been playing piano myself. Piano is one hell of an instrument.
Hey. Hell yeah. We're going to love it. We're going to love it.
So, when Abe got the bass for Christmas and Eli, was okay, I'm the drummer now, you guys didn't do like a wrestling match in the backyard, like a trampoline death match? Like, no, I want to play the drums. I want to play the drums.
I would have killed him. He was small.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had the drums from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, so my uncle, we were remodeling our house, and we were moved in with our grandpa
around 2012.
Around 2012, and my uncle played drums, and they had a drum set, so perfect situation.
Our dad is one of 10, and a few of the siblings have a band. He's the guitarist in the like a covers band sort of, and our youngest uncle had a drum set in our grandpa's house when we were living there for a few months, and Eli and Abe kind of picked that up. Mostly Eli picked that up. So that was, and then I think he got a drum set like 4 months later, maybe.
Yeah,
something like that.
Okay, so tell us about what you guys all use now. Are you using Yamaha or what instruments?
What instruments do you use?
Yeah, specifically.
You want to start?
I wish Yamaha. That's what you want, right?
Yeah, I haven't really upgraded the actual shells, but I've just been kind of throwing in stuff. So most of the money's going into cymbals right now. I've got a lot of Zildjian, Istanbul. I've just started getting those because they're really dark. I like the sound of those ones. And the skins, I do those. I mean, you can make any drum set sound good. Everybody, that's common knowledge. You can make my drum set's only $800 for the skin for the shells, and I just put new skins on them and keep them new, and it sounds great. Oh, new snare. I have a different snare. DW.
Oh yeah,
it's a DW. Yeah.
So wait, explain to me, because I don't know much about drums. What is an expensive guitar set? Because I heard $800 and I was like, oh, that's rough.
That's it's lower end. It's lower end, right? I'd
really?
Say if that's brand new, it was. That's starter set for brand new. But you can buy used stuff for $200, $100. So
especially when you're starting out drum wise, it's how you tune the drums. It's the skins you use, and the player.
Cymbals.
It's like I think drums is most exemplifies the player makes the tone. Like that, the drummer, that's what I think for drums. That can be said for guitarists too, but that's an electronic signal, so it's a little different. Drummers, that's totally true in my opinion.
To a point, yeah.
Yeah, to a point, but that's the most true for drummers.
All right, so Yamaha, you better step up your game and send this guy a drum set.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you play? What kind of guitar you play?
I have two guitars. They're both Carvin guitars from the 80s. A Carvin DC 150, which is a double cut Les Paul, and a Carvin V220, which is like a flying V X kind of shape, a white flying V. It doesn't play like a flying V though. It's like heavy and you can play it sitting down. Amp wise, I use a Marshall DSL 20 head and I run two amps at the same time and a Fender Blues Junior combo amp. That's the best sound I've got. Kind of weird metal combo, but sounds awesome.
So did you guys, when you guys started, did you start with cover songs or you went straight to originals?
Covers,
Yeah.
Metallica, all the way for like 3 or 4 years.
Really? So we could go back and watch a whole bunch of those videos, or they're not on video?
Not the really bad ones.
When
we were like starting out, we didn't have them on video, but like 2016 we had
2016 on. Yeah.
Are there things you guys are considering remastering then, or?
We didn't record them like professionally. We recorded nothing professionally until like 2018, and by that time we were playing originals. Yeah, it was pretty much covers until around then. We had like probably 3 gigs per year. Like at the start, it was like school talent shows, and then it was on the street, downtown and stuff like that.
Nice. So I saw one cover you did of Sepultura.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we actually have been playing.
We sprinkle them in there.
Yeah, we'll sprinkle covers in at the end of a set sometimes still, but it used to be like fully covers. Now it's mostly originals, and then we did do a Sepultura Territory cover in the last 2 tours, which is always fun.
Okay, so who would you say is your biggest inspiration in getting into music?
Getting into music originally?
Whether it was like a band or someone you know, or
Maybe
one of the
Rush.
two.
Metallica started the band. Like Metallica started Hammerhedd.
Yeah.
But Rush before that. Rush was like immediately our whole childhood and immediately leading up to that. That really actually got me into music. Led Zeppelin too, but I'd say those 3 bands, a combination of those 3 bands.
Nice. I know you guys are very young, but is there something somebody said to you along the way that you feel that you're taking with you through your music journey?
That's a tough one. That's a good question.
Yes, we got one.
The other ones weren't good. That was
I'd say most of the motivation was just kind of like music. I mean, the accessibility of having a drum set right in front of me was like, I just wanted to go bang on the drums at all times when I was a little kid, like 3rd grade.
Yeah, there's something cool about.
I don't think anybody ever said anything to me specifically.
Yeah, we always kind of say that. You always kind of like when we first got into it. You always kind of wanted to be like, I want to be like James Hetfield,
Mm-hmm.
Like in the 80s, and he was like badass looking.
Yeah.
But I legitimately, since like the first year, it's been us 3 want to make the like music that satisfy, like basically that we want to hear. So even if we can't we haven't obviously done it, a perfect album in our eyes. Like we always have the same criticisms that everybody else has about our music, but we're trying to scale the mountain of what we want to hear, like our perfect album. That would be our goal. That's really the only goal with Hammerhedd, is just to make a better album each time to where we can get it as close to perfect as possible. Like 7 albums in or 10.
Well, we also noticed that your music is like progressive groove, I guess that you would call it. Hey, so being that they're 8-minute songs, what are you striving for in those songs? Like, why are they so long? What is behind your thinking?
I think we don't ever like plan how long a song goes. I think it's just like the idea needs to be finished. So, I mean, when we were writing Nonetheless, which was early 2022, we we thought that those ideas deserved 8 minutes. Sorry, our dog's being annoying.
Dude, I was gonna say if you want to like put him in the video, that's clickbait right there.
He'll be back in a sec. He is
Keep
crazy.
making noise.
He'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, we got one of those dogs too. Trust me when I tell you. He always shows up at the right time.
Yeah, you can watch random videos of ours and just hear barking in the background every once in a while.
Yeah. He was sleeping until now, of course. I'd say we're trying to not like consciously, like not contrived way, but we're trying to get away from the long stuff. It's in our opinion, it's a lot harder to write, or at least for us, it's a lot harder to write short, concise ideas and self-edit than
Just let it go.
let it go. You can kind of like, we could write, not that it would be good, but like a 10-minute song way more easily than we could write a 4-minute song that's better and more accessible to.
I believe that.
It's much harder to like simplify the ideas and make them concise and palatable, at least.
Plus, what we when we started, like Metallica, like we listened to a lot of Injustice for All, and like there are some long songs on there that we loved. So we were like, let's just make them all long. So we probably just grew up making long stuff. So that's just where we started,
Yeah, looking back on like Grand Currents, our album in 2020, those songs all could have been, in my opinion, cut by 40% in length.
Mm-hmm.
If we were writing those now, they'd be 5-6 minutes, and we're working towards that.
Well, not for nothing, but those songs are very good if you're driving the open highway and you got a good song jamming and you're going cross country. Like, you know what? Some of those songs, because they're groovy. We heard them. They're pretty awesome, actually.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Yeah. So, when you were writing your album, how long did it take, and who does it for you?
We have a sort of family friend, Luke Smith, who has produced and mixed both of our full-length albums. He lives in New York or Massachusetts now, but he flies in to last album was recorded at a place called BRC Studios in Kansas City. He's awesome.
Flies in and we just pound it out.
Yeah, we go into a studio for a week and we kind of live there, and it's like a vacation. It's so fun. That's the funnest thing ever. I don't know if we're gonna get to do that again next album. Probably do it in our own house, but it's super fun to go to a studio.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So on that note, now I wanted to ask about a couple days ago, you guys came out with your song Pioneer. I can't remember entirely what it's called. I apologize.
Pioneer.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Pioneer to Be. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Tell us about the process behind it. Just like everything, writing lyrics. What's the story?
That was the first song we wrote in the Nonetheless writing sessions. We think it kind of just set the tone for the rest of them, and because it did that, we wanted to put it first on the album, so it's first. It's the opening track. Straight up groove. Lay in the pocket. Weird time signature, kinda. It's in 4, but it revolves around the 4. That's what we got to say about that. We used some synths in that one. That was like in the studio. We messed around with a lot of synths, and we left a lot of them in there because they sound really atmospheric and kind of scary, in our opinion.
So that's what you're going for, scary. You're like, because I know, like I said, I heard your Sepultura territory, and I noticed your voice has that very Sepultura, darkness to it. So is that the vibe you're trying to go for? Yeah,
I'd say with my voice, I just kind of sing. That's just the character of my yell. It's flat. A lot of people say it's flattering to be compared to Max because I love Max.
He's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. If I can ever get to that guttural, like primal scream. That's awesome. It does kind of sound scary, but yeah, especially for Pioneer to be, we're going for a scary, like impending doom kind of vibe. That's how
I think I think when you write the riff, you just hear that, like that's what we heard in our brain.
Yeah, the synths just belong there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We were all looking for those in the studio. That's what we were feeling was right. So yeah.
Yeah, did you guys go to school, or is this all? Or you're all self-taught?
Not for music. No, we none of us have any of us taken lessons.
I have.
He took drum lessons for like 2 years, maybe in high school.
Yeah. High school, junior year. That wasn't long ago. Like, I started those pretty late.
Yeah, that was for like rudiments and
just to get caught up on everything.
Yeah. Because you can always get better. We weren't like self-taught. We didn't like go to lessons to learn, but I've done, guitar theory courses and he's done stuff like that. We've done that.
It helps having someone else like help you improve, because there's only so much you can teach yourself.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was feeling. As I was just like hitting a wall because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Really.
I hit slumps all the time, and the way to get out of that is just to you don't play the same shit over and over again.
So, how does your community or your friends from school help you in growing?
They're very supportive. I mean, we always see them in the comments.
They're all over the comments. You can
they all tell their friends and everything, so that definitely helps. I mean, the views and comments and
all the stupid
ripple effect.
All the stupid comments are my friends.
But do you feel like you're known in your school? Like you feel like the whole school knows who you are?
Since we're both out of school now, it's like the whole. It feels like friends and family. They know about the band. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
How do you want to brag about your band? What's coming up in 2023?
We got a fun year coming up.
Tell us all about it.
Yeah. So we're releasing an album called Nonetheless on February 24th or 3rd, 4th, whatever the Thursday of that week is.
Yeah.
I think it's 4th.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then, we have 2 shows in the books right now, but in the summer we'll be everywhere. Just not announced yet. The 2 shows are, we're going to play in Tulsa, Oklahoma on April 1st, and we're going to play Welcome to Rockville in Daytona Beach, which is awesome. A lot of fun, a lot of cool bands on that bill. I can't wait to go. We can't wait to play that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after summer, we're going to go into the studio again. Our basement. We're going to go to our basement again.
So when you guys travel, do you drag along your drum set and your amps, or is that all set up by the festivals?
We different festivals. We do it all ourselves. I mean, most of the load on. Set up.
Rockville and the 2 festivals I just mentioned. I think we'll probably bring just breakables, cymbals, pedals.
Yeah. Festivals.
Me and Abe, guitar and bass.
Quick.
Yeah, guitar and bass always brings everything because that's so specific. But I think you'll probably play their shells.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've heard, from other bands that you have to send in what your drum set looks like, and then when your band comes on, they build it to what it's supposed to look like. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Or you just?
Well, on a festival, we're low man on the totem pole, rightfully so. So you play whatever they have. That's what you do. Like if it's a lot of bands in and out. You just it's just a kick, snare, 3 toms, and then you bring your cymbals.
On that note, if people at home, if you want to support this band, go check in the link in the description, hammerhedd.com. You can go help them pre-order the new album Nonetheless. It's a good album, from what we've heard so far, at least.
Yes. So, what would you tell someone trying to get into the music business?
We're still trying to get in the music business.
I think you're in the music business.
Hone your craft. All we focus on is honing our craft. We don't do a lot of I think and we think that if you hone your craft and you're inevitable, you'll go. Things will happen. So all the social media marketing and all that stuff is just, the cherry on top. It doesn't do much if you suck. And I'm not saying that if you're good, which we're trying to become, then you'll get there slowly and surely. You'll get there.
Hard work.
It's not like I don't think you have to like meet certain people or do certain things on Instagram or whatever.
Gotcha.
Practice.
I like that.
Eli?
Just do what you enjoy. Like, I mean, if you really enjoy music, you're gonna play it a lot and you're gonna get better. So yeah, I mean, yeah. What he said.
I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. If you have a group of guys that, like, if you have a band, the advice for a band is it's simpler. It's just my advice would be like play live a ton. Take notes on your live shows, get better on specific things, be intentional about what you get better at, which we're still doing. Like, we obviously are still doing that. And be professional on loading in, loading out, be nice, be easy to work with.
Yeah.
And people like it. I mean, the bare minimum, even though that's the bare minimum, people will remember that. People like you for that.
And stay off the drugs.
Yes, drugs are bad. So, I want to do some rapid fire questions real quick.
Yeah, why not?
Let's hit them. What is your guys' favorite food?
You go first.
No, you go first.
Mexican food, probably
Tacos.
tostadas.
Tostados.
I just eat freaking
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. All right, that's your answer.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, there you go. Chick-fil-A sandwich.
All right, what about favorite dessert?
Peach cobbler.
Really?
That sounds pretty good. I haven't had a peach.
No, I've never had it.
It's very good.
Well, peaches
Like,
are delicious.
Yeah, it's like I love cobbler. Any cobbler.
I'll have to try it.
Probably just like a shake.
Nice.
From Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A cookies and cream shake.
Yep. Peach shake.
That's funny.
Peach shake. There you go.
All right, so now you have your Chick-fil-A sandwich and you got your Chick-fil-A shake. What movie
All
are
I
you
gotta do is
watching?
go to Chick-fil-A and I get my favorite food.
Yeah.
What movie are you watching with those Chick-fil-A?
Favorite movie ever?
Ever.
I'd say
It's a Christmas movie, but It's a Wonderful Life is my favorite movie ever.
That is a good movie.
I've actually never seen
Do you cry?
Oh, you got to see it. Actually, I mean, I see it every year and sometimes twice. So
The crying's over?
sometimes, yeah, most.
It's okay. We all cry. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, I know.
You're more of a man to admit you cry than when you don't.
I agree.
And what's your favorite movie, Eli?
I'm gonna hate my answer no matter what later. The right one and be like, but right now what's coming to my head is Truman Show.
Oh yeah, Truman Show's a good movie.
I really like that movie.
I haven't seen it.
I don't think I've ever seen that one. What?
No.
It's Jim Carrey.
Oh,
Jim
okay.
Carrey. It's a very non Jim Carrey movie. It's like kind of serious, kind of dystopian a little bit. It's kind of
It's not his character.
Yeah, it's not like Ace Ventura or something.
Still funny though.
Okay, so what is your favorite band of all time?
I can give you a few categories. First thing that comes to mind is Rush. Categories like metal band, Meshuggah.
Sugar?
Meshuggah. But that kind of revolves between Meshuggah, Tool, Mastodon, Gojira, Metallica. Those five.
Yeah, Gojira is good.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go Zeppelin.
Nice.
Pink Floyd.
He loves
Sorry.
Pink Floyd.
I'd price it. Yeah.
I mean, I
Not a Pink Floyd guy. I don't know why.
What are you doing?
I don't know why. Actually, no.
No, when he was a little kid, his grandpa used to sit there and play the wall, the movie, and he was so young. He was scarred for life when they were putting people.
There's actually a mental scar of Pink Floyd in my brain. I can't. It sucks.
I get it. I Floyd. I used to hear Pink Floyd as a kid and hate it too. I
That's
don't know
not
what it was.
that's not an album.
It's
I
just
wanna
not a
hear.
kid thing. Yeah, I hated it
Kid.
too.
And I try to listen to it these days, but the memories they just come back. I don't.
I get
It
it, I
sucks.
Do you have a favorite sports team?
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Kansas City. Now you guys are from Missouri, right?
Me and him live. Well, we grew up 5 minutes on the Kansas side of state line,
Okay.
and now we live 5 minutes into the Missouri side. So it's kind of like where we live. It's all one.
I got you.
We're in Missouri right now.
It's a
Okay.
metro. Yeah, metro.
Yeah,
Yeah, you cross the line.
we're not
all the
like
time.
we're not like too far either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually did my Army basic training at Fort Leonard Wood.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. They called it Fort Lost in the Woods.
Yeah.
Car.
Favorite car. Last one.
Car. Your favorite car if you were to drive.
Oh, I'm not a big car guy.
Me either, but my dream car is just a 2020 Toyota Tundra.
That's oddly specific to me.
That's all I
Tundra?
can. Or a Tacoma.
I'd say I like old Mustangs. There's a specific one that I'm not gonna get right, but like
60.
probably right around 70.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Shelby.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's what the 2005 Mustang when they brought it back. That's what they were going for, and now everyone since sort of looks like that style. But 2005 they did a complete makeover of the I think it was the 69 or 70 Shelby.
Yeah.
I love that look. That was so cool to me as a kid.
Yeah, nice look. So this has been fantastic, guys. We learned a lot from you.
I appreciate you guys.
The merch is awesome. Is that for the shirts?
The
are awesome.
Nobodies,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Those are badass.
Check out cafepress.com.
Yeah, you guys got new shirts too, right?
We do. We got a lot of new ones that we don't have in hand yet, but if you order them, you'll get them by the album release date.
Nice.
Check out hammerhead.com.
Yeah.
Boom.
Alright then.
Yeah, this has been fun. This has been really fun. Thank you guys for joining us.
I'm gonna do
We
the outro.
wish you the best in your career, and I know you said 100 times you're trying to get better, and I hope you reach that better, because we're in the same boat. We just started, but we just got to 12,000 subscribers today, which was very exciting, and you're our 55th interview, so it's just getting better and better and better, and I want that for you guys.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. Well,
Yeah,
congrats
good
on
luck.
that.
Good luck. Congrats to you too.
Congrats to you too. We love your
Thank
new
you so
album.
much.
Alright.
Awesome. Thank you.
Everyone at home, remember to hit that like and subscribe button and tell us down in the comment section below who you'd like to see on the channel. And press the next subscribe button to get notified every time we upload a video. I'm Son.
And I'm Father. And you are?
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
Yes. Rock on!